Good morning and welcome to SmashFund and Coffee with Carol and Angela. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, Angela. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. I am so excited for today. We have a fantastic guest. She's really fascinating. Her name is Katrina Padron.
Good morning, Katrina.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're so excited to have you. I saw that you were featured on SmashFund yesterday, and I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about Yes to Better.
Oh,
How
I'd
did you
love to
come up with this idea?
Yeah, so this is interesting, and I think, like many things in my life, it stems from that feeling of there has to be a better way. So I happen, in my day job, I own a social media marketing agency that's been in existence for about 5 years. And one of the things we do is we work with brands and bloggers, and we try and create relationships and collaboration opportunities. But what I found about a year ago was it was just that feeling of there's got to be a better way. We've done a lot of one-on-one outreach. It's this interesting conundrum of brands, particularly startup brands, brands without funding, things like that. They really need exposure and an audience. They all kind of come at this as we have this awesome product, we believe in it, but there's no one to sell it to. And bloggers on the other side are people who are very passionate about what they're writing about, what they're photographing, but they're sitting there feeling like, hey, I love this, but I kind of need paid in order to keep this up. And so we've created Yes to Better. It's basically, you can think of it as a matchmaking site for brands and bloggers. So it takes brands that have an opportunity and it helps bloggers get paid in order to collaborate with that brand.
That's amazing. I was looking at your site, Katrina, and I love the way that you compared today's digital marketplace to speed dating. And that is so true. You know, getting a brand out there is such a challenge. There's so much chatter out there. And so you've come up with something so unique. I just love it. I'd like to hear more about how that works.
Oh, it's so exciting. And I mean, that line is, it's so true about the speed dating, but the other line we use is also it's time to put a ring on it.
I like that.
Terms of, because here's what's happening. This world of social media and digital marketing is moving faster and faster every day.
Yeah,
and I know when I was in corporate marketing, probably 2005, before social media hit the scene, and I remember the chief legal counsel told me, he's like, oh, yeah, we can just fax it over. And I'm like, wait, it's 2005. Why are we faxing? And he's like, oh, well, it's so much faster than mailing it. I'm like, okay. But now we're moving at lightning speed. And I think, people are liking, commenting, sharing, but many of us brand owners or business owners are finding that it's moving so fast that we're not getting those long-term relationships that used to be just a core piece of business. And so this platform helps facilitate that. It opens doors. We're expecting that people don't have to cold pitch anymore because we all know that doesn't really work. And we're expecting that it's a platform where people can really keep in touch and build something more long-term and create opportunities for other people.
So I love this idea because I come from the editorial world, and there was always tons of writers who are looking for content or trying to find things. So I see this as a win-win for bloggers and brands. But how does the consumer win?
The consumer wins because they find out about products that they want to know about. I don't know if you all face this, but I know I have two kids. They're 5 and 7.5. And I love when I find new things that, it's some educational thing or some new recipe or, I mean, I don't even know exactly, but just new things. Like I want to make sure that I'm giving them my best. All of those new things either come from recommendations from my personal friends or they come from some blog out there. That's truly just where I find it. I haven't picked up a newspaper in Well, I think I temporarily got a newspaper by accident in grad school and immediately canceled. Like, I don't find that new things for ads. I find them all through my friends and then the blogs I read and then what pops up on social. So it would be expected that all these small brands that are doing so much in the organic food space or the natural living space and things like that, it's likely that that information and those products are going to be visible to you as a consumer.
Right. It's almost like a trusted expert is no longer necessary. It's more, I'm going to trust my friend who's tried this, or I'm going to trust, a family member that told me about this. And it's basically, actually, it's the SmashFund model. It's just kind of word of mouth. Hey, I did this and this worked out great. You should try it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. And, when we look at, for example, in parenting, one thing that's really important to me is making sure that I give my kids nutritious meals. I try not to give them products that aren't organic and things like that. What I notice is that most of my friends are very similar. And so what we know about people is they tend to gravitate toward people that are like them, that have similar interests as them. So, of course, when they find something that they like, it's very likely that I'm also going to like it because we have similar interests,
Right. Right.
So that's how the consumer wins.
Right. It really is a sharing model these days. And building that relationship and that trust is all about that. So it sounds like a person doesn't have to have an established brand to get started with you?
They don't. And that's what's a little bit different with our platform than some of the other competitors. There are competitors in the space. However, many of the competitors actually target the enterprise world. And some of the competitors, in order to be on their site, it's between $5,000 and $9,000 a month just to play.
Right.
I think that's a very
It's cheap for a startup. It is so cheap for a bootstrap startup.
Yes. I mean, let's be real here. So with our platform, for brands to get on board, it's $79 a month. For bloggers, it's free. So it's so much more affordable, and there's really awesome brands on there, and we're hand curating the bloggers to make sure we're getting quality blogs who are really committed and who have a true audience at the moment. So
you're building a database service then?
Yeah, it's a database service that then also has a matching component. So if you're a brand, let's say you have yogurt, and you want moms to know about your yogurt. You'll put in all your information about your yogurt brand, why it's better, images, your differentiators, and things like that. And then blogs will see that information, and the platform will actually match you up with blogs who have moms in their database. It might match you up with moms who are interested, with mom bloggers who are interested in healthy snacks. It kind of just like a Match.com. You put your interest in there, like, hey, I like hiking, and then it finds other people who also like hiking. Same sort of
that's wonderful
thing. Mm-hmm.
Will you also be putting in sort of like the number of followers that the blogger has?
Yes. So we have a section called Media Kit. So the bloggers have to put in the amount of traffic that they have on their website per month, and then they also put in the audience size on all their social platforms, so the followers or fans, and then they also put in the engagement rate. So one thing that I like brands to keep an eye out for is if a social media page has 100 million fans or followers, but one or two people like each post, that's probably not the best partnership because you're not getting the right visibility and engagement. So we actually look for bloggers who have somewhere near a 10% engagement rate. So that would mean 10% of all their fans are commenting or liking or sharing for each of the posts that they put up there. And that helps to make sure that the brands are getting the benefit because they're paying to be on this platform too. And we want to make sure that they truly are getting in front of the right audience. So all of that falls under the Media Kit section.
Katrina, does this work for nonprofits as well?
Yeah, I mean, technically it would work. We've built it in a way that it will work for product-based companies and also service-based companies. So nonprofits most definitely could fall into one or two of those categories.
Terrific.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It's been a labor of love, and it's been a lot of hard work.
Sure.
When I told one of my dear friends who's also in business this idea, I told him it was right before the holidays last year, so 7 months ago. I'm like, here's the idea. I think it's going to be awesome. And he said, okay, well, plan about 6 months just for the development and then do a little bit of beta testing. And I said, okay, I'm going to do what you think I need 6 months for. I'm going to do it in 3. Well, here we are, 7 months in.
No, you double that. When someone tells you 6 months, you go to 12.
Yeah, see, you go to 12. I went to half it. I'm crazy. But no, so the platform's completely built. Right now, what we're looking to use SmashFund for is to help fund my time and the developer's time in getting this off the ground. There's a lot of marketing and collaboration efforts that have to happen. So we're so excited to bring it to the world.
I think that's fascinating, but I also see other branches coming off of this down the road once this has some success. It's almost, as LinkedIn has opportunity and founder dating, and there's so many other areas that this can then niche itself down into. I think it's really fascinating.
We'll have to circle back on that in about 12 months.
That's right. And then you could smash on phase 2.
Yes, I love it.
So what is the one piece of marketing advice? We've got a lot of new entrepreneurs up here on SmashFund coming in, new business people starting out. What's the one piece of marketing advice you would give to them right now?
So the best piece is actually an advisor actually gave this advice to me, and with this SmashFund world and the shared economy, I think this is truer than anything else, and that is build an audience before you need it. We often find that brands go through all this research and development, and they buy inventory, and they're working to promote it, but the problem is they just don't have an audience. And so I say build it now. I think it's going to pay off in the long run.
To that point, I work with a lot of brands that spend millions on R&D and then have no money for marketing. So now they have this fabulous product, but they don't have a dime left to market, and now they're expecting me to do social media magic.
The magic social media button.
Right. If only that were true.
Sell a $500,000 product with no dollars to market.
I feel the pain.
Yes. So one of the things I'm hoping to do is get them onto SmashFund so they can start building up their marketing dollars so that they can. Yes. So while you're in R&D, the SmashFund money can be used to be put aside. So when you're ready to market, we're ready. We have the money. You need as much money to market as you do to build it.
Yes. I mean, I think marketing is more of a journey than hey, we're doing marketing today.
Absolutely.
It's a long road.
Right. Absolutely. Well, this has been fascinating. So if any of our listeners out there would like to donate to Katrina Padron's project, go to smashfund.com. Hit the Explore tab and look up Katrina Padron. Type in Katrina, Padron, or use the link that you see below the video. And if you'd like to be a guest on our call, please email us at ismashfund@gmail.com. That's ismashfund@gmail.com. Katrina, this has been so fascinating, and I'm so excited to see where this goes. Because I know I come from the editorial world, and I could send you tons of bloggers. So
that'd be amazing. I'd love that.
Yes. I'd love to see how I could help you get this going.
This has been such an education for me because when I first read the marriage between bloggers and brands, I thought, what is that? And I am so enlightened. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. I say time to put a ring on it. Let's do this.
Time to put a ring on it. That's right.
So anyway, thank you both so much for having me, and that was really kind of you to mention more about Yes to Better and provide the link to anyone who's listening.
Well, that's the purpose of this, is we want to get exposure to everybody that's on the SmashFund platform. So thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate it. So.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Well, you have a wonderful
Best of
day.
everything, Katrina.
Yes, we're looking forward to your success.
Thank you. Same to both of you. Well, you both have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.